episode 44 of Football Manager 2015 with Aston Villa. So it's 10th of March 2021 and we've got our crunch game in the second leg of the European Champions League first knockout round against Shaktar at home at Villa Park, and we're looking for some Villa Park inspiration, some Villa Park magic to take us through to the quarter final draw, which would really be out of this world stuff. Unfortunately, though, going into this game, we have had a nightmare month, a month from hell, I have to say, in terms of our results, in terms of the way we've been playing, and it's just all gone wrong nearly. Since the last episode, of course, it's just a 6-0 defeat, 6-0 to Manchester United away from home, which I think the sooner we forget about, the better. We then played at home to Liverpool, and we were actually quite unlucky in this game. We lost the game 2-1, but we didn't deserve to lose. You see the stats there. We actually dominated them. They scored an early goal through a corner in the second minute through Mamadou Sakho. Lucas Boye did equalise in the 58th minute, but then Coutinho scored in the 66th. We had around 3 or 4 clear-cut chances near the end to equalise, but none of them were taken. As you can see here, 3 clear-cut chances stood there, 1. And we managed to lose the game 2-1. I don't really know how we even managed to lose it. We then travelled to Bradford in the FA Cup 5th round. This wasn't great. This was the start of the horrendous result. We drew 1-1 away from home with them. Lucas Boye in the 32nd minute putting us in the lead, but Callum Robinson and old Villa man scored in the 76th minute for them, and we drew 1-1. It was actually quite even, this game, and probably deserved to be a draw, which is disappointing. Then we had the first leg of this Champions League tie at Shaktar in the Ukraine. We lost 1-0 through a Taras Stepanenko penalty, which was given away by Emiliano Para. It was one of those where I think it was just booted into the middle, and it was a bit of a tussle. Like, it was a free kick, and it was kind of loads of guys converging, and apparently Para had fouled somebody. We had more of the ball, we had more shots, but we only created 1 clear-cut chance. That was in the 88th minute, off which Jack Grealish missed an absolute sitter. But even if we just scored that, it would have been so much sweeter going into this second leg at 1 apiece with an away goal in hand. Instead, we've kind of got to go into today's game really with a philosophy that if we concede, we're pretty much gone unless we score 3 or 4 goals, which is based on recent form I don't think is going to happen. But a disappointing result nonetheless away at Shaktar. But then, out of nowhere, we beat Chelsea 2-0 away from home at the Lampard Stadium. Absolute fantastic result. Robbie Byrne with a goal in the 36th minute put us ahead. And Federico Bonazzoli scored in the 69th to complete the rout. Well, not a rout, but complete the win, I suppose, and won the game 2-0. As you can see here, we did dominate this game. 5 clear-cut chances to their 3. 56% of the ball, more shots, more on target. A complete performance, and one that I was extremely proud of. An average rating throughout the team of 7.62 as well, which is fantastic stuff. Para with a man of the match performance as well. But then we played at home to Bradford in the FA Cup 5th round. Replay, we lost 2-1. So we are out of the FA Cup at the 5th round phase to a relegation threatened championship side. Adam Henley put them in the lead in the 36th minute before Sam Hoskins scored a penalty. A controversial penalty given away by Stephen Bradbury in the 76th minute to make it 2-0. Bonazzoli did grab him back in the 81st, but it was too late. I don't even really want to go into the stats for this one, but as you can see, 32 shots to their 9, but 3 clear-cut chances each. See, this is the thing, and we're not creating enough with the possession and with the shots we have. We're just not creating enough. And we went into our last game before this episode, which was actually 10 days ago, I think, in game. We won 4-2 at home to Swansea in the league, which is a good result. We changed it around a little bit. So Saibi was playing behind the striker. He managed to score a brace there. Bonazzoli also scoring a brace up top. Gylfi Sigurdsson and Ishak Belfodil scoring for them. The game we did deserve to win, and we did so quite nicely. Which means in the league, it's all a bit all over the place because nobody's really played the same amount of games as each other. But unfortunately, we're one of the teams who has played one of the most amounts of games in 7th place over 28 games of 43 points. Like technically, we're like at the moment we're only 3 points off the Champions League, but Manchester City have a game in hand. But if they lose that, then we're only 3 points off the Champions League. But if they win that, different story. Southampton, we're only 2 points away from. They're in sixth, but they've got a game in hand as well. Spurs are same points as us, but they've a game in hand. So a lot of confusing things to kind of take into consideration. One though that isn't, well, is confusing is Arsenal down in 16th place. What has happened? I do not know. They've been on a gradual decline. They finished 11th in 2017, 2018, then got back up to 6th, then 7th. And this year, gee, like they're 16th. Who's in charge? Sorry, Ruud Gullit. Is he a new manager? No, he's been in the job for a while, so he's just not really working out, I don't think. And I'd say he's quite close to the sack, if I'm asking me, because Arsenal being 16th is just not good enough. Sheffield United doing a bit of a Portsmouth last year, 11 points in 28 games. Got promoted last year, coming in second, but they didn't re. They brought in actually a lot of players, including Yaya Sanogo, an ex-Villa guy. It just doesn't seem to have been enough. How's Yaya Sanogo done actually for them? He's unhappy because he's not getting his game. That's the problem. Yeah, Nicholas Alenius is also there, but they just haven't been good enough and haven't really made the necessary step up to the league. Yeah, if we have a look at player stats from our own point of view, Bonazoli, top goal scorer with 18. Boye's got 14. He's finally gone off his rant about wanting to leave and has actually signed a new bumper contract till 2025. So he's tied up for the next 4.5 years or so, which is quite good because I do think he's good. And I do think he'll still continue to be good on his day. Grealish 9, Meyer 8, Saiby 8, Byrne 8, Pereira 4. He's had a disappointing year. Top provider, Grealish 12, Meyer 10, Byrne 9, Pereira 8, Boye 6, Saiby 6. Top average rating, if we exclude Gutsa, is Balanta with 7.29, Saiby 7.28, Parra 7.24, Grealish 7.22, and Robertson 7.17. Yeah, we had our youth intake, which wasn't great, but we did get Kyle Owens, who was the best we got, 16 years old. Another one of these guys coming through our youth system who's physically gifted, but actually technically not great. Consistent performer, though, and could be a good Premier Division central defender in the future. And he's also an ambitious player as well, so hopefully he can do well for us. We have, of course, Jason Hughes. I think he was from last year's intake. He certainly was. He looks a really classy little striker. He's really improving well. I'm keeping a close eye on him because he can play up front and on the left wing, and just got some decent stats for a target man sort of thing, role even. So we'll get into today's game, and I don't think I've fully picked the team that I really want to. So we've got Horn in goal, back four, Robertson, Balanta, Parra and Peruzzi, that's fine. Bravo and Saiby, Grealish, Byrne, Pereira and Bonzoli. That's the team we're going to use, but we're just not going to use them all in that position. We're going to have Saiby just below, or just behind the strikers. Pereira just dropping back into the centre of midfield and Robbie Byrne onto the right-hand flank. Because I do think, like, Saiby has been quite he hasn't been as influential this year, but I think it's because he's not playing. He's been playing more as a centre mid. He actually wants to play out on the wing, but I prefer him down the middle. We have a look at him as the shadow striker. He looks quite good. Are we playing a shadow striker? Yeah, we are. So he should be okay for us. Hopefully he will be. And because we need goals today. Like, we're 1-0 down going into this game. So we do need to score at least once to take the game to extra time. And we need to score at least twice to win the game. Alright, we'll get into the game here. And Stepanenko scored the penalty against us in the first leg, starts us off. We immediately get it back, but to no real avail there. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Shaktar, a good team. We're, as you can see, still in poor form. Like, despite that win over Swansea, overall we're in poor form still. We just every now and then seem to be able to pull out a really good result, like the one against Chelsea, which kind of still shows that there's something left. There's something still in the team, but it's just not on a regular basis. And Douglas Costa has almost already broken the dream for Aston Villa. And we find ourselves 1-0 behind at home, which means we're 2-0 behind on aggregate. And this might just complete the nightmare month and a bit since the last episode where we exited the Champions League, exited the FA Cup, and we've only got the league, which we are struggling in to compete for. 30 minutes in and we have not created an absolute sausage. 62% of the ball, that does fuck all though when you're in need of goals. As Peruzzi is injured, so we're going to have to bring on Santon. I really don't know what to do. I'm at a bit of a loss if you're asking me. Maybe the shorter passing, maybe I should go more direct in the second half. Just get it up there. Because we need 3 goals now. We'll go direct. Much higher tempo. Front ball into box. Gonna make a change. Meyer on for somebody. Robbie Byrne, he does manage to do stuff. And Meyer really hasn't been very good. We'll tell them in the individual team talks, demand more. That's sometime. Every now and then it gets something out of your team. Byrne. Bonzo, how has he missed? Very sorry about that, but how has he missed? We need goals. I'm tempted to chuck it on overload. That's what I'm going to do. Pietov. Balanta. No. If they score here, it is all over. It's game, set, and match. But here's Robbie Byrne trying to keep the Villa hope alive, but he's not going to do anything if he's going to play like that. Oh wait, there's another chance coming. Don't know which way. It looks like it might be Shakhtar's way. And Balanta does well to sniff that out. Para. There's Brav in the middle of the park. It's too direct this time round. I'm not going to complain too much because I am telling them to go more direct. So, Grealish. So you can't just miss those opportunities. When you're in this sort of position, when you need goals, you cannot miss that sort of an opportunity. It's just a must take, you know. Grealish hasn't been good lately at that, which is disappointing because he used to be. Like the last few seasons, every time that sort of ball would come into him there on the left hand flank, that would end up in the back of the net. And yet, this year, it's just not happening for him. We're going to actually take him off, bring on Meyer, something different. We need to keep changing things until something kind of works for us. Really, we've gone to really attacking wing backs. Meyer, fuck's sake. It's just a tale of disappointment, though, isn't it? Really is. Balanta now. Saibi, Bonazzoli, last chance. Saloon, last chance, and he does it. Bonazzoli. Is there life in the old dog yet for Aston Villa? That is a composed for still a young enough guy. I think that is an extremely composed finish under a huge amount of pressure. Like we have to score there to have any chance in this game. It's just not happening though for us, is it? I don't really know what else to do. Like what else we can do. I mean, like really, unless we. Jesus, why are we playing like that? Sorry, that completely slid by me. Last 10 minutes, we're going to have to go kind of completely mental. What we're going to do, this may seem odd. No. We're going to chuck Robertson up there. Well, no, we're not actually going to keep Robertson up there. We're going to bring on Lucas Boye. Going to play up there as a poacher. We've got no fullbacks anymore. We're going to go route one, take more risks. Pump on into too. You can't look for overlap. There's nobody to overlap with too. So like you cannot go more attacking than we are right now, which really means that any sort of mistake is going to result in a Shaktar goal. And here we go. This could be it. Penalty. Fuck's sake. In every big game this year, we have conceded, like in a really big game, we have conceded a penalty. Stepanenko and the Villa Dream is over. Which is heartbreaking. Because really, we couldn't have been handed a better opportunity to get through to the quarterfinal. Like, no offense to Shakhtar, because actually, like they've outplayed us. Well, no, they haven't outplayed us, but Horn with good save. Um, we're just stretched late on because of this stupid tactic we've got. It has like everybody up front, but you can't pass up an opportunity like this to get Shakhtar in the first knockout round is one of the easiest ones you're gonna get. And to lose 3-1 on aggregate is so disappointing. Like this game really is out to get me at the moment though. And I don't know whether I should change formation or something, change the shape, try something different, because it's just not working. Like 29 shots to 4, 10 shots on target to 3, 19 off target, and like that's not great. But hit the woodwork twice, clear cut chances 3, possession 58%, and yet we come out of this game with a 2-1 defeat. Roma also advanced, knocking out Wolfsburg in the process. Bruzy's out for 3 weeks, that's fantastic, isn't it? Anyway, next time. I think I might actually just go to the end of the season, to be honest, and play the Arsenal away game. Got a full run of Premier League fixtures. We'll see what we can do. Maybe we can pick up a little bit of late form and try and push again for the Champions League. This time though, we would have to sneak in and that kind of third, fourth. Well, no, definitely not even third. I think fourth would be the best we could do. Hopefully, we can at least pull together some sort of form so we can get at least Europa League football. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. I'll see you guys later.